Going a little bit more into the detail of the survey, Richard, that you have run, can you share with the group some of the results?
Yeah, so some of the things we're already talking about, that you talked about, that was one of the biggest pain points for landlords, feeling that they were out of the loop, and if people are moving within that agency and they're calling in and they haven't been informed when someone's moved on, that's kind of the first strike, that they then go, what's happening with that agency? Are they managing my asset to the best ability? And that's like a trigger for them to go, maybe I should start looking around, maybe I should start shopping around. So when we saw that research, we were like, we're educating our customers to be on the front foot, and when people do move, use it as a positive experience to call the landlord that the new person is experienced, they know the area, and just to reiterate that service back, and don't leave it so that no news is good news when they call in, and things can go wrong.
The hard part is if you do call them and contact them and say, well, where's the other person gone? And that starts another process.
It does.
It starts another process.
And that comes down to that relationship structure that you've got in place, where the client feels that they've got the relationship with the property manager, as opposed to having a relationship with the agency like what you would with your bank, say as an example, or with your insurer. You've got a relationship with that larger organisation. So if you've got higher turnover in your business based on other outside influences rather than other internal ones which you can control, then I'm in agreement with Charles that these businesses have to start looking at their structure overall, and is that actually the structure that's going to take them forward?
We always say, and I've said it, I say it so many times in a business day, if I build a relationship, the conditions become negotiable. Now that's great in sales, and that's also great in property management. But if you build a relationship, yes, the conditions become negotiable against you if you're not careful.
Yeah, communication it comes up every time, but we've done a lot of survey with our real estate customers as well, and they were saying communication is by far their biggest pain point. We've done surveys with tenants, communication's their biggest pain point, and then property managers. So it's this three-tiered pronged approach, that it's just this constant problem. So that we've already seen there'll be solutions for that in the very short term, where all three parties or four parties can talk together through apps and through agent branded communication
through some platforms.
Through platforms, because that will be the biggest change.
Can you imagine trying to ring your bank manager to ask them what your bank balance is? And that's pretty much what it's like. It's pretty much what it's like.
It's unbelievable that that's not here now. But then that link to maintenance as well. Maintenance is another massive issue for property managers, for landlords, for tenants. So communication tool and a maintenance type tool will be something that comes very, very quickly, I think, to the market.
What other insights did your survey will show?
I was surprised about the noise about Airbnb and people going to self-managing the properties themselves, but that didn't really come out in the survey. I think it was about 80% of people still, they saw value in a property manager. It was an important asset to them, so they were under the belief of why would they manage that? They're not experienced in that. So back to your sort of point about local area expertise is what they were looking for. So obviously really important for real estate agents to talk about they're established in the area, any awards they've won, technology they use, what they do in the local community, advising people as well about local transport, infrastructure, schools, hospitals, roads, what it's like to live in the area for investors. That's what investors really wanted to know. They wanted to know that person knew everything about that area and they were experts in that area, and that's what made them stood out to be chosen.